Hey guys, and welcome to our video where I'm going to show you what I think is the correct method for deep cleaning and waxing your car. Remember to like the video if you find it useful and subscribe to our channel as it really does help us to grow. Now the reason why I think you should deep clean your car and wax it is to protect your paint and to make it easier to clean your car when you clean it later on. This waxing I normally do around about twice a year to my car, but I am fortunate enough to own 2 cars, so that does mean that I have to do it 4 times per year. Another reason why I like to do this around the winter time is because in the UK they like to salt the roads, and this salt can have a corrosive effect on the underside of the car. While we're not going to be cleaning the underside of the car, it does just help protect your paint that little bit more. Now let's get into showing you the products which I use for cleaning the car. So let's look at the products that I like to use. First of all, we're going to have a bucket and a good microfiber cleaning cloth, which really does help in picking up that dirt from your car. Then I'll use the Autoglim car shampoo and conditioner, followed by an Autoclay regular clay bar, which you need a spray bottle for as well. Then to dry the car, I'll always use a chamois leather. You can get other alternatives if you are vegan or you don't like cruelty for animals. You can get synthetic versions. However, I've always found that the genuine, real chamois leather works best. Then I'll go on to use the Turtle Wax Canuba paste wax with 2 microfiber cloths. It does have an applicator pad. The microfiber cloths are used to buff the wax to a shine. And then I'll use the Simons Jet Black Trim Restorer with another 2 microfiber cloths, so that's 4 in total, 1 to apply it and 1 to buff it to a shine. The first step that I usually follow is to rinse the car with some clean, warm water. I will do this following a regular pattern for cleaning the car, starting off at the roof, then going to the windows, and then I'll go to the passenger side door, work my way to the back of the car, to the driver's side, the front, and then finish off the wheels. I do this because if you start off at the roof, it will all drip down. So if we were to do the roof last, what's clean would drip down onto parts that we've already cleaned. And then I'll finish with the wheels, as they are generally the dirtiest due to the build-up of brake dust. So we don't want to use this dirty water to clean the rest of the car. Now that the car is rinsed, we go on to use the shampoo, the Autoglim shampoo and conditioner. Now this is a very high quality shampoo and conditioner, and it does help in getting up the excess dirt from the car after you've rinsed it. It's non-foaming, and the instruction on how to use is after rinsing the car, put 1 capful into a bucket of water, around about 10 litres, and stir it up, apply it to the car, and then rinse it off with fresh, clean water. So this is exactly what we're going to do. Again, following the same pattern for cleaning the car as previously, which will be followed throughout the whole of this video, where we start at the roof, go to the windows, the passenger side of the car, go to the back, the driver's side, the front, and then finally the wheels last. Now that the car has been shampooed, as per the instructions, we're going to rinse the shampoo off the car. We do this to prepare the car for our next step, which is going to be clay barring, as if we leave the shampoo on the car and don't rinse it off, the clay bar will just glide over and not do its job in picking up the excess dirt which is left behind. Now that the car is cleaned, shampooed and rinsed again, as per the instructions for the clay bar, we will now use the clay bar. The clay bar that I use is the Bilthammer Autoclay, And the reason why I use this is it's one of the few clay bars which you can use with water as opposed to the extra expense of having to buy a detailing spray, and it still has very good results. To use it, it comes in one big block, and you need to cut this up into quarters, or 4, as you should see on the screen. You then flatten your quarter into a piece that's around about 1 centimeter thick, and then you will spray the water onto the panel of your car, splitting each panel up into around about half, and then glide the clay bar over this panel. You should feel some resistance where there is contaminants, so you should re-go over that part until there is no resistance when you're gliding the clay bar over. When the clay bar gets dirty, you should fold it up to get it in your fresh part, and you'll be really surprised by how much dirt and contaminants it picks up, as you can see on the screen now by the used clay bar that I've put on there. This is after shampooing it, so there is still clearly a lot of contaminant on there, and you're really preparing the paint for the wax. Now that we've finished clay barring the car, we need to rinse it off to rinse off any residue that might have been left behind, such as any dust from the clay bar, and then we need to dry it. To dry it, I use the chamois leather. As I said previously, you can get vegan alternatives to this or synthetic alternatives, but I found that the genuine chamois leather always works best for me in giving a streak-free finish to the car. Now that the car is washed thoroughly and free from contaminants, we're going to apply the wax as protection to prevent any build-up on the paint. The wax, as I previously mentioned, is the Turtle Wax Carnauba paste wax, as opposed to a liquid wax, as I find that a paste wax gives a harder shell and a more durable finish. I found that this turtle wax in particular is easier than others that I've tried previously in order to buff off and to apply. It comes with an application pad inside it. So we'll use this to apply the wax, and then we'll use our 2 fluffiest microfiber cloths to buff it off once the wax is dried to a haze. I'll apply the wax to 1 or 2 panels at a time so that the first panel has time to dry while applying it to the second panel before buffing it off to a shine. And I'll use the 2 cloths, one for each half of the car, as the wax will build up on one of the cloths, and using a fresh cloth just aids in buffing the wax to a shine. Finally, I'm going to use the Simonized Jet Black Trim Restorer. This Jet Black Trim Restorer is used on the plastic trim for your car, so in the case of my car, around the plastic on the wing mirrors and the plastic diffuser which has got the parking sensors in at the back of the car. I'll apply it with the lighter green cloth and leave it to dry before buffing it to a shine with this darker green cloth. You should be careful not to get it on the paint, as it can be difficult to get off, but if you do get it on the paint, a little bit of spit can help in order to get it off the paint even after it's been waxed. Thanks for watching this video. Remember, if you enjoyed it, to give it a like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of our videos. I will have a link in the description below to my Amazon affiliate of all of the products which I've used here, and I can personally recommend them. Hopefully you should be able to see this from the after video of the car.